I got a hot take. Oh, hi. Welcome to the Sunblood Network, home of where you can be taught the technology of your mind and body. This is your host, General Wyckoff, signing off. I got hot take in my data. Get it blissing with my needles. I got high tech sound. Get it blissing with mini solar rounds. I be making new music with my other header. I get very high tech with the data. Call me that, Listenita. Got hot tech, I got hot tech. I got hot tech, I got hot tech. I got hot tech in my data. Call me that, Listenita. I got hot tech in my sounding. Get it blissing with the rounds. I just fucked up with some artificial techers. Hold on, where my stuff at? Where my other header? It's the pink one. The pink one, y'all. Get it blissing with their tech now. Fuck over their dead world now. Hot take data, hot take data. The tech. Back at it again. I'm done. Yo, you be making me laugh, bro. I swear to God. Oh my goodness. I get hot take with my data. Get it blissing with my needles. I got hot take, I got hot take. I got hot take, I got hot take. I got my blitzer with my blitzer around it. Fuck over them, I'm from Solar Sounding. I got hot take, I got hot take. Where my other head at? The pink one. Where it's really rose red. Like, where is it? Talk rude to me so I can fuck over their world some more. And then show you the proof about it. We gonna get into it. We gonna get into it. Everything on the... Oh, it's me again. What? Yeah. Oh, fuckers. They wanna pick on the smart people. Wanna pick on smart people? Okay. Yeah. We gonna get the talkings. We gonna get the talkings about what's happening in reality. Yeah? Yeah. You got the hat, got the rose red one. The rose red one. I'm done. Right here. Got it. Let everybody come on into the live or whatever the case may be. I would simply say, do not come in my live broadcasting thinking that you can control me, as all artificial tech bots can be controlled. Don't come in here speaking to me about nothing. Don't come in here complaining about nothing. If you ain't got solution to this world, this new world order right here, just do this, okay? All right, don't say nothing. You don't know who I am. If I ain't never touched your hand, you don't know who I am, okay? If you come in here with your robotic thoughts, right? Just keep them robotic thoughts in the comment sections playing, okay? We understand everybody got robotic thoughts. Know what I'm talking about? All right. Everybody gonna tell their minds about how they feel about this image. Ain't that something? Go ahead, get to talking. Go ahead and do it to yourselves. This shit gonna be fun, okay? All right. They talking about some love and stuff. Love? That's real? That's real, huh? Love is real, ain't that right, baby? I had a human being tell me that, everybody love you. It's just, sometimes it come with conditions. I don't care about none of them conditions. Don't give me none of that love if it come with a condition. Thank you. Fake ass loving me and stuff. Got time for none of that stuff? Huh? You got a condition on your love? Like air conditioner. Damn! We're gonna get the talkings. Okay? All right. Please, 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 please get away from me. Get away from me. Get away from me. Let me tell you something. Get away from me, okay? If you are a human being and you never express your anger, get away from me. You are a robot. Want me to break it down to you so you can understand the tech? Okay, right here. First off, people gonna look at me and they're gonna say, you were very angry in the previous life. Yes, I woke up angry. So I'm going to naturally express it. I'm not gonna sit here and be a robot and sit here and be like, I'm gonna ignore my self-expressions that are actually true to me. This is how you start the program, ignore yourself. Do you understand? So basically, in other words, in humanality worlds, right? In humanality worlds, right? You basically, right? You ignore your emotions. So that's robotic. So you're going to ignore your emotions and then you ignore how you naturally feel. Then you ignore how to actually get to know yourself, okay? I don't practice what you people practice. I had told you, I am not the same like you people and I don't want to be nothing like you people. Do you understand the tech? We are very different and I love difference and I love separation. I love it, okay? We are not the same. Do you understand that? You are not me and I am not you. Do you understand that? The tech. Do everything different from human beings. That way you never become a human being. Tech. Got time for that. They want me to sit here and ignore my natural emotional system. You know what that mean? AIs, right? They actually ignore themselves. That's what they want me to do in the comment section. Why were you so angry? You know what they say in their minds, right? That's an angry black man. Predictable fucking programming. Hold on, bro. Things are going on in the world that is actually angering people. It is. And so is this like the way that we're supposed to express? Because what's happening is this. Let me show you with the robots. Come here, boy. Come here, boys and girls. Come here. What happened with the robots is simply as this. They ignore their self-expressions, right? Now watch this. This is how funny this shit is. They will literally be at work, right? Working, right? Knowing like this paycheck don't even mean nothing. Yeah, I can't even pay my rent and shit. No, you're supposed to ignore that. You're supposed to be very quiet. You're supposed to be a good boy and good girl. They ignore themselves at the jobs. Listen, you know you can't pay your rent. And you just gonna sit there and look so calm, like everything is okay. Everything is gonna get better. Everything is gonna get better. No, everything is crashing for a reason. Okay? And you're magic tricking your mind, and reality is in front of you to show you that this whole thing is crashing. Do you know why it's crashing? Now stop. Do you know why it's crashing? Let's go with popular pick belief. It's the president's fault. It's him. Yeah. Let's see how far they get us, people. Keep blaming it on the next person. Let's see how far they get us, right? He's the problem. Oh, okay. He's the problem, right? Right. We're perfectly fine. We're perfectly fine without the president. We're perfect people. Yeah. Ain't nothing perfect around here right now. Everybody know that. Ain't nobody been perfect up in this goddamn thing. Thank you. So what it is when it comes to the technology of the minds, right, the memory bank of the mind, right, has been overridden with the AI system of self-ignorance. Now when a self-express and say, yeah, this world need to burn, this world need to stop, it's destroying us. Someone get aware that it's destroying all of you, and all of y'all go back into your AI programming like it's not destroying us. I'm paying my rent, and you only got $5 in your pocket to eat off of. Y'all is mind fucking yourselves in this economy, okay? And this shit is not working, okay? Life is going just the way it needs to go. There are certain pieces and major factors that are actually being told in front of you. Understand in this new world, That way you can fight against yourself. I'm gonna give you something to fight against yourselves real quick. In this new world, you have no choice but to partner up with each other. Y'all hate that, don't y'all? I'm gonna show you something about businesses. That way you understand why they beating the fuck out y'all economically. See, one thing businesses do that people don't actually understand. Have you ever seen two businesses, right, renovate the same building side by side? They both restaurants, right? And they renovate the building side by side. Do you understand that they're working together in order to get profits? You don't see that in front of you? You ain't never seen a Dollar General and a Family Dollar sitting in the same plaza? They're using the same plaza because they understand this is a partnership. Right. I can bring customers over here. You can bring customers over here. Right. And we both make profits off of both of them. Now, let me show you what happens in humanity, which is very funny. People are doing an individualism game with themselves, which is the greatest game I ever seen. Right. They're actually winning. I'm not going to say they're losing. No, they're winning. They're winning. They're doing the individualism game, right? And majority of all companies, they all do partnerships with another company. They do. Little do you know. And they win doing that way. But the people are thinking like, no, we don't want to do that. We want to do the individualism game. What's the individualism game? The individualism game is that I get a high school diploma. Great, granted. I get a college degree. And then after that, I make all the money by yourself, right? Yeah. That's what's getting y'all fucked up. No, don't. Keep on going out there by yourself. Keep on going. You'll start understanding like, yo, why ain't nothing working out for me? Because your mind is not understanding you have to partner up. You still doing the old world order. The old world order is individualism game. The new world order is you have no choice but to partner up. Listen to me. Do you notice that a lot of couples, right, is not facing the same things that single people are facing? Do you understand that? Let me show you this. The single person that's just by itself, right? I ain't making no ruckus about you. You can stay single. It's all good. Maybe that's what you need to do, right? You single by yourself. Can I ask you a question, right? Let's just say you're hungry, right? Guess what? In a party of one, you got to figure that out. Thank you. In a party of two, both of them looking at it like, hold on, both of us need to eat. So guess what? Being that you have a unit, a team, right, someone that you're partnering with, guess what? The both of y'all mind searching for the same thing. Thank you. See what I'm talking about? One thing I love about Americans is this. That individualism game, baby, they love that game. But it seemed like the individualism game is actually destroying them. That's the part of the game that a lot of people are not understanding. That part of the game is being destroyed. And what I need you to do is to fight against it so it can be more destroyed. Yeah, like I'm not the one to tell you, oh, you need to partner up with someone. And no. I'm the one to tell you, you can either partner up with someone or you may not want to partner up with someone. Because what people don't understand, by playing this individualism game, right, you all are fucking over the timelines that's supposed to happen. Okay? And it's you all thinking like, this is what you people thinking. Y'all don't understand the reflection that you put upon yourself is the same reflection you're going to keep experiencing. Watch this. People now experiencing saying this, right? Why does it seem like we're being held back? Why is it that we're being held back? Oh, you're not being held back. Oh, you're definitely not being held back. You got people that understand the game, the new game now, where you have no choice but to actually partner with each other. You have households that have between 2 to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different what? What was that? Incomes. Right. That's what they have. And that's why they're winning in the game. Okay? They're utilizing everything in the game. Everybody else is still stuck on old world order. Old world order is I just get a job and then, you know what I mean, I do it myself. That's what's going to get you destroyed in the game. Go out there. I'm going to show you the results right here. And then you're going to say to yourself like, he's right. He is right. He's telling the truth. The individualism game is the reason why a lot of people is getting fucked up economically. Told you. When you got two people, right, and they working together, they'll get up a little bit more quicker than the one that's just sitting by themselves. God damn. Okay? So the individualism game that y'all holding back, y'all can keep holding that back. Y'all can keep holding back birth, life, and everything else. What's so funny today in this world that I be laughing about, that we all gonna laugh it together. is that people will literally get kicked out of their jobs, right? Not actually understanding you're getting kicked out of the old world. That's what's happening. And what's happening in front of us is that as human beings, we don't have control over this new timeline. No. You can make your mind say, yes, I do. There you go. Fight. See where you get it. All right? We don't have control over this new timeline. The only thing we can do is literally say, let's just go with it. Yeah, let's just go with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just go with it, get to know what it is. Let's not be like fake scared and afraid of things that we have to get to know. Because that's one thing about the human conscious belief system. I'm afraid of what I don't know. Can I ask you a question? When you first got to know the red light, was you afraid of it? No. Okay. When the first time you drove a car, right? You didn't know how to drive the car, but was you afraid to drive the car? No. Human beings' consciousness is fucking funny if you ask me. The magic tricks that they do with themselves is quite funny, okay? No, I'm not a human being like you. Thank you. Run. Anyways, let's get down to the details right here. Y'all want to see yourselves on TV? Huh? Y'all want to see yourselves on TV? Huh? Get out my mouth, boy, before I drop something in your mouth, boy. I said your mother's mouth, boy. That's what I said. Get out my mouth before I drop something in your mother's mouth. Bring your mama over here so I can knock her up and put my nuclear warhead in her. I ain't gonna bring my mom over there. He gonna do something. You damn right. Don't get mad because I'm more cuter and prettier than you. You're ugly, okay? Right, get your genetic codes up. They be hating on my genetic codes because I'm luxurious. And dirty ass mom. Anyways, let's get into the tech. Come here, sir. Let me see something real quick. Fry his ass up real quick. Let me see something. Come here. You're from Pale Nation, aren't you? No, I'm talking to you, Mr. Bean. You're from Pale Nation, aren't you? You know monkeys don't burn, but you burn? Yeah. Come on, Mr. Bean. What comeback did you got after that? Nothing, sir. The fuck down, then. That's one thing about these artificial men. They're always coming over here towards this image to talk about it. And the thing about every other image upon the earth, monkeys are not fucking dying due to the sun. You people need to figure out how to get you. Stop talking to us. Just stop talking. Okay? Figure how to get your birth rates up. And figure, okay, how to turn the technology of your skin in order to receive the light codes of the sun. Do you understand? That's your problem that you are facing. Get away from us. Fuck off the planet. They don't like when you say that. I can't believe you just used the monkey and you just showed us the most really intelligent thing about the monkey. I can't even look at him as the monkey. I can't because monkeys don't burn in sunlight. What's up, my gorilla tribes? Do y'all burn in sunlight, unlike the piggy boy over here? Okay then. Go get your melanated codes up, little boy. Remember, you used to be us one time before until he snatched all that shit out of you and made you into a man. We did that. You know who the original God is, little boys and girls. You can mind fuck yourselves, whatever you created. Shit is quite funny. What? Oh, no, stop. Don't start feeling sad, right? Feel happy about what y'all created upon this earth, okay? Right. Now that things is changing. Oh, this was funny. Y'all getting lit up, right? Spiritually and physically. And yo, you would really think that they would just be like, yo, let's just stop the show, yo. Let's just stop with this shit. The R word, let's just stop with all this. Because every time we do this, it get worser and worse on us. The more we treat them fucked up, the more the sun keep pulling the earth towards it, and we keep dropping in body numbers. Let's stop playing the game. You know how bad it's get? Remember the white lady with the glasses on? Right, remember she said it was going to get so hot that sooner or later, white women is going to be looking at white men like, yeah, I can't even sleep with you and stuff because on the simple fact, even if we make a baby, it's going to be futile. White man, come here, boy. You got all the money in the world. You got all the laboratories. And you still can't beat God. Why is that? Why you can't beat God, man? Damn. You can't beat shit. All these cash machines you got high-paid scientists, you got all the weaponry, and you still can't beat God. Why is that? Damn, loser towards God, bro. That's what I be talking about with y'all. God give y'all the whole playing field, and y'all still lose. Why is that? Damn. Fucking losers. Anyways, let's get into the video real quick of what they suffering from.
Before we get into it, I need you to like it before you like it, hit the sub before you hit the bell, join the team before you hit the green, and most importantly, I need
man, can I ask you a question too?
Boys, only 2 YouTubers.
Man, let me ask you a question, right? You basically teach the whole world, right? Let me show you this shit with man. Man, you are the most smartest being upon the planet. Yeah, let me show you what he did to everybody. This shit funny. Can I ask y'all people a question? Because y'all was taught by man, not by God. Y'all was taught by man down there at the bottom. Man, can I ask you a question? When it comes to like the knowing, right, of the technology of your vessel, right? The man didn't even know that he had technology, crazy tech. Right, can I ask you a question? What is the functionality of your eye? Can you tell me? Because you as man, you smarter than me. I'm just asking you a general question about the technology of your body. What is the functionality setting of your eye, man? Man still hasn't discovered himself. Man was going outside of himself, trying to conquer every damn thing outside of himself, right? And didn't conquer himself in the inside. God damn. I'm all right. You have yourself a nice day, man. You know one thing about man he taught me? If I repeat what he repeat, guess what? I'm doomed. Damn. That's what you taught me, man. Man, by watching this big old beautiful movie about you, right? It seemed like after all that leading to straight self-destruction. Sure did. You did all that just to get whooped in the end by God? Oh my God. God got a big ass extension cord over here beating the shit out of man. I'm just watching the show. Okay? All right. So, like I had said again, if you notice the creation of what he had created, all these comments know nothing about the technology of their own eyes, which is sad. This is underneath your rulership, man. You're supposed to be the most smartest individual upon the planet. How you don't know the functionality of your eye? Do you know the functionality of your minds and brains? Do you know that? What's the functionality of your dream system? You don't know about that either. Damn. He taught the whole country how not to be inner self. And this is how funny this is. Can I ask you a question, man? Man, I just want to ask you a question real quick. When it comes to intelligence, right? Where do you find that from? Where do you find it? Do you find intelligence in a book? Intelligence within a movie? Where do you find that at? Man so slow in the third dimension. I said intelligence, which means the intelligence is within you. In the inner you that understands intelligence. Do you have one of those type of cells, man? Nah, he just got the robotic, man. What is that? Work for everybody else, man. Damn. Man, sit down. Okay? You're not in the driver's seat no more. God is in the driver's seat. You understand that, Tech? All right. Man, don't run shit. It was just an illusion for you. You know that, right? You do understand that. You know you wasn't in control of nothing, right? It's just a belief system. If I believe that you control everything, then guess what? The illusion will work. But if I don't believe that you're real or that you don't control anything, guess what happens? All the magic tricks stop. Man, you have placed a lot of self-destruction upon yourself, and the self-destruction that you are being led to is something I would never repeat. I'm going to just watch you, okay? All right, keep on trying to fight God while God is punishing you in these days, all right? You have yourself a nice one. Brazy Tech out here on the scene. Now, based on what man has created, everybody's suffering for following man and woman ways, and all that other great stuff, right? So we're going to talk about, these people and them suffering in the economics. It's something that they're missing, that they're all saying to themselves, but they're not aware of it, okay? We're going to watch this together, okay? Come on, sit your ass down right here. I'm not your enemy, okay? It's yourself that's your enemy, all right? All right, I'm not your enemy. You could never be my enemy. How can you be my enemy? What, because you make your mind and I don't like you? Well, you don't even exist to me. What? I don't exist to you? How do you exist to me if the technology of the solar energy of the planet that you call the sun is evaporating you? How are you in front of me? How? You don't exist right here, man. Not in this timeline. Okay? You have yourself a nice day. Don't repent for your sins either. Don't come over here apologizing to me because I don't need no apologies. I'm watching the show just the way it need to go. You know what I'm talking about? I know some people out here looking in the world like, I would accept your apology. I'm not accepting your apology. Do you understand that? There is no mercy that will ever give you, okay? Or forgiveness. Do you understand that? All right. Did you stop doing what you were doing upon the planet? Until you got caught, right? All right. Gonna get to talk about that real quick. That was quite funny. Right there. Shit is brazy. Anyways, let's get to this galactic video right here of what they talking about in the economic world right here. Then we're gonna get to a deep dive, get to talk about this in a technological way. Understand? You ever heard of technological? What is that? Wow, man has never even discovered technological. You ever heard of psychological? Yes. You ever heard of technological? No. Oh my God. Let me keep on going. Hype me up. Hype me up. I'm done. Hype me up. I'll hype you up.
We're going through that, bro. The government is taking them up and through that.
Before
we get into it, I need you to like it before you like it, hit the sub before you...
So you see that? See how many jobs has been cut in 2026? Let's keep on going, baby.
Join the team before you hit the green, and most importantly,
hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up.
1,160 roles have been eliminated every single day since January. In fact, January 2026 had the most announced layoffs since the 2009 recession. Every time I open LinkedIn, I see somebody I know, not a stranger, somebody I know that's been impacted by layoffs. This is becoming normal, and we need to talk about it. WSJ just came out with its layoff tracker, and big company names like Meta, Robinhood, Walmart were included. These aren't little startups that fail. These are big companies that we were told were safe. Here's why it hits different for us. Elder millennials graduated into the recession, and then finally got stable. But then COVID hit. Inflation. Rising interest rates. Big care that it costs as much as your mortgage. And these aren't just jobs. These are jobs we went into debt to get. That's not just corporate. Trump's grant cuts are quietly gutting academia. PhDs, researchers, people spent a decade of their lives or more to have these careers at places that are supposed to be untouchable. Even the stable careers aren't stable anymore. There aren't enough stats comparing our generation to prior generations, but we don't even need it. We feel it. Every single time we start to get ahead, something else pushes us right back. And this is why I keep calling us the can't catch a break generation.
Hey, they ain't lying, dog. Look, somebody in the comment section said this. Y'all ain't gonna be able to see it, but I'm gonna read it to y'all. It's our fault. After the '08 crisis, no one went to jail. We allowed the Patriot Act. CEOs and our government don't fear us. That is the problem. They can only do what we allow them to do. Act now before we are too hungry and tired to get active. That's wild. But yeah, it's rough out here. And have been jobless for over a year in my entire life.
Happening, right? You know what's happening, right? No. You can ignore if you want to. That'll lead you to where I need you to lead you to. What's happening is every time y'all get kicked off of a job, your AI programming is set to go find another job. That's normal, isn't it? So realize the system is kicking y'all away from them. The system is showing y'all the most utmost disrespect. And you go running back to the disrespect? So slow down real quick. Slow this down, bro. Slow this down, bro. Like, we gotta use ultra sense here. Okay. So the corporate people like, yeah, step down on these little people. Fuck off the yard. Right? And people come back up there like slaves. Come on, please, can I get back in? Oh, can I ask you a question? Let me ask you a question right here. Didn't they have movies of slaves that get kicked off the plantation and then after they come running back up here? Can I ask you a question right here? Everybody's doing the same thing. Setups! What's wrong with you people? What is wrong with you people? So you people copy the same characters in slave movies, right? The slave get kicked off the plantation like, it's your time to stop being a slave. It is your time to stop being a slave. It is your time to own your life. This is your time. And slaves are so slaved out, they're repeating the same slave scenes from the motherfucking movies. Reality checker, right? Talking about some, I'm not a slave, but you're repeating the same actions as slaves. The slaves get kicked off this plantation, right? Oh, master. I know you over here laughing right now. I gotta put comedy and humor into it. Understand the tech, okay? Master, you're kicking me off the plantation. The master's like, excuse me, sir, it is time for me to stop slaving your life. It is over. The slave contract has already been fulfilled, so I cannot slave you out no more. And people conscious is, oh, no, please, slave master, let me back in, please. This is not people today, huh? Reality smacking today, ain't it? That shit hitting, ain't it? Oh yeah, I know. You don't like when I say that, do you? It's just these one people that slaves. They the only ones that got slave characteristics. They the only ones that got slave characteristics, right? The ignorancy that has been downloaded inside the technology in the mind, and the kickback in reality is even funnier. Did you realize you are repeating the same actions as slaves? You just got kicked off the slave plantation in order to go back to your natural life of what you're supposed to complete. And you're like, no, I don't want to do none of that. I don't want to get to know myself. No. That is sad. The self-disrespect upon U.S. citizens, this is sad. And you told me, no, it's just these people that's slaves. How is it just these people that's slaves when all y'all look like y'all slaves up in this thing? They kicking y'all completely off the slave plantation. Go back to your natural life and go ahead and go follow yourself. And people like, no, I don't want to do that. I want to get into the plantation. Y'all fighting to be on the plantation. So real quick, stop. So if the prison say, We got to let everybody off the plantation. You're telling me you think you're going to see prisoners fighting to get back inside the prison system? What the fuck is this, bro? This supposed to be real life? Yeah, this is a fake ass life right here. This is why I label this whole humanity experience as fake-ality. You damn right. You ever heard of real-ality? Meet fake-ality. This is what this is right here. Ain't no way in hell. They talking about some these corporate executives. They don't give a fuck about people. No, they give a fuck about you because they're kicking you off the slave plantation. They do give a fuck about you. Fucking dummies. We're so smart. We're so smart. Motherfuckers is over here watching slave movies all together and didn't even understand that they were all slaves. And look at the actions of the slaves today. I'll kick you off the plantation. You still want to come back? Yes? Please, because I got to feed my family. I don't know nothing else. Wow. Wow. The American dream system is now a slave system now. I'm done. This is supposed to be real life. This is real. We get kicked off the slave plantation and we so thirsty, right? Thirst. Right? We got to come back to the slave plantation. This all I know. Master, it's okay for you to abuse me. A motherfucker would complain about a minimum wage and simply would say the minimum wage is not actually, it's not suitable, but you're still sitting there on a plantation. Obviously it's suitable because you're still working it. The disrespect amongst themselves, isn't it? Sales is trying to pull you away from the slave plantation so you can actually get a better life, so you can operate with yourself, right? Get to know yourself dream system. Simple setups. Use the child against the adult. Setups. Come here right here. Let me show you what's happening right here so you can understand the tech right here. Come here. Your child self is getting sick of your adult self. What? What are you talking about? I'm not a kid. That's your fucking problem. That's your problem right there. Can I ask you a question? When it comes to all the kids that was kids, right? You wanted to own things when you were kids, didn't you? Like, yes, yeah, no, you're right. You're right. You all right. I actually wanted to own my own little things when I was actually kid. You know what I'm saying? You wanted to own something. Now look at your adult self fighting against your kid system of dreams. The kid wants to be the owner of self. The adult self want to be, I want to be the slave of self. I want to be the slave. Plantation. Plantation. Segregation. You on a plantation in order to practice self-segregation. God damn. You like how I put that together, right? Setups. Don't play with me. That smacks. Bro, say that one more time. They over here practicing the plantation in order to practice self-segregation. Huh? You ain't never heard of that before, have you? What is self-segregation? Self-segregation is when your slave master kicked you off the plantation. Yourself is saying, we're now taking control of our life now. I got many different things for you. And you're like, no, I don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. No, I just want to get on the job. Just get on the job, make money. Okay, that's keeping you segregated amongst yourself because you're not going in your self-dream system to figure out what self has for you right now. I don't want to do that. I want to get back on here. Please, like, this is what's going on with people. They be telling themselves, please leave me alone. I just want to be right here. Like, please. This is sad right here. Oh my God. You're telling me this is going on the planet right here. People are fighting those executives to be, we want to be your slaves, please. We'll take a less wage. Well, okay, we're going to stop complaining. Okay, the internet videos is making y'all mad. Okay, we'll be good little boys and good little girls. Right, and then at that, they're an infiltrator towards their own self. They're an infiltrator towards their childhood self. You all are. What dreams did you complete as your childhood self that wanted to own and generate its own reality? What did you complete? Notice that the adults, they ain't got nothing to complete. If you completed what your childhood self wanted completed, guess what? You will already have the memory installed in your mind. You will only go search for that memory, and then at that you will speak about it. Zero. And you talking about we live in a world where people actually love themselves. Get the fuck out of here. Huh? Oh, so people are crazy when they speak about the truth about themselves, isn't it right? The motherfucker hitting their ass up with direct hits. Motherfucker using their childhood self. And none of the people in the comment section can actually say, I actually completed this dream because my childhood self. Let me slow you down so you can understand the tech. When your childhood self came here, right, it went through school, it went through certain systems, right, and understand and wanted to understand the system. Do you understand that the childhood self already knew the system as it went to go through the system and start to understand, like, hold on, if I follow all this stuff, then pretty much I would be a systematic being on someone's plantation, and I wouldn't even be completing my own self dreams here. Thank you. I will be completing the dreams of what others want me to do. Thank you. Now, right? Guess what happens? Do you remember the dreams that your childhood self kept in the memory bank of your mind? God damn. This is how bad this is. Can you go back in the technology of your mind and remember the memories of your childhood self, what it wanted to complete and own? Do you see how bad you wiped yourself out? Don't look at the other people around you. Look at what you put in the inside. And you want another child to follow that. I'm all right. I'm not following that. Yeah, I see why a lot of children are rebelling. Because you know why? You rebelled against your childhood self. Huh? The truth is speaking today, isn't it? You're telling your children, don't you rebel against me. You better follow me. And the childhood self like, slow down. Slow down your tech. Right here. Let me reality check your tech. How you want me to follow you and you didn't even follow your childhood self or your childhood dreams and you didn't even complete them? Now, the children, right, that's in this new world order with you, they're looking at mother and father like, let me see something real quick. Why are they losing? Because they're not completing the dreams of themselves. They're completing the dreams of everyone else and thinking that's going to get them up in life. No. Yourself already has a natural dream system that you need to complete. A whole timeline. That has nothing to do with no one else. And everybody put themselves out of their childhood self timelines and said, fuck that. We'd rather be motherfucking machines. Now that this whole thing is collapsing, whose fault is it? It's Trump's fault. The fuck up. It's not Trump's fault. It's your fault. Because you did not complete the dreams of what your childhood self requested. The only reason why your childhood self could not complete it is because this world has certain barriers. You have to wait until you're 18. Thank you. Now you sit there and think about that. You're not fighting with me, you're fighting with your childhood self. And that childhood self need to beat the fuck out of you. That's disrespect. I'm gonna get this truth today, ain't it? What did I say over here? You're gonna get this work. What? Excuse me? You're gonna get this work. I'm gonna get this work? You're gonna get this work. You're going to get the technology of your mind to work for your childhood self. Okay, all right. So what should I do? Sit your ass down. Fucking get to thinking a little bit. And I want somebody to smack you upside the head with your childhood self. You know what? You're right. It ain't about me being right. It's about you taking control and setting things right in your life. Okay? The fuck is wrong with the world? Someone actually had to consciously come to us and tell us, did you actually complete the dreams of your childhood selves? Did you do that? You do understand that your childhood self looked out for you to download those dreams inside the memory bank of your mind, and when you turn 18, you have all access to actually complete them? Your childhood self is way better than your adult selves in this today world. It is. Because it left you with dreams that you were gonna be the owner. Well, you didn't have to struggle in life. The reason why you're struggling in life is because you're not completing your childhood dreams. And your childhood self is gonna keep fucking you up every day. Wake up. Go to the plant station. Why you can't find a job? Setups. Why you can't find a job? Why you can't find a job? Huh? Why you can't find a job? Because in this new timeline, we are all set to be somewhere. Pay attention to the setup so you can understand what I just went through. We can't fight against this new timeline. We just can't. It's beating the fuck out of us for the ones that's trying to fight against it. I'm gonna show you something. I thought I was supposed to be looking for a job just like you. Swear. That's what I thought I was doing. Until one day, right, I had a card to come up missing. I need to go somewhere to get a new card, right? And so basically what happened in the situation is I start to realize something. Watch. Where you are at is where you're supposed to be. No matter if you say it's good or bad. This is where you're supposed to be, okay? Now watch how reality works for you. Watch. I was contemplating, right, to go to the business and get me a new card, right? Just use my card to go buy things and all type of stuff, right? And I was contemplating and saying, should I really go do this or should I not, right? And so I'm listening to myself, and myself was like, no, go get up and go get that card. You're going to go need it. So I'm like, okay, get up, put my clothes on, walk out the door. When I walk out the door, I am met with an event that I didn't know this was going to happen, okay? When I'm walking across the bridge, that way you understand that you have to go with the timeline to know what it is. All the, I want to be set where I just work a job and no, it's not like that no more. Life is now self-discovery. Do you understand that? All right, thank you. Now let's get into the tech. I get up, put my nice little clothes on, right? Go outside looking luxurious, and I'm walking across this bridge. As I walk across this bridge, there's a woman that's driving a car, and she says to me directly, he's trying to jump the bridge. Can I ask you a question? If I were to obey my past self, right? Would I have met up with this individual on the bridge? No. Because what I'm doing, robotic program. Let's look for Jobby. Right. Now, what happens in this situation is I see the individual on the bridge. I'm not going to say that he was going to jump the bridge. Why? Because I don't know what's in his mind. Okay? I don't. Being honest. So, I slightly come up to him, not all the way up to him because I don't want to invade his space. Okay? I only came to him as a helper. I said, yo, bro, I don't know what's in your mind. I don't know what you're going through. I don't want to control you either, bro. Yeah, but you got a lot to live for right now. You do. Like, this is the best time to live right now. Whatever that's in your mind, right? I don't know what you're thinking, but this is the best time to live right now. You know what I'm talking about? The reason why I'm not telling him I think you're going to jump the bridge is because I don't want to program him to do it. Thank you. I don't want to put that in his conscience. I don't want to see that in front of me. I don't. The things you say can actually push that person off the bridge. Now he's sitting there. I'm like, look, bro, I ain't making no problem. I see a lot of life in you, bro. I do. I see a lot of life in you. And I was still telling myself, I said, I'm supposed to be right here. Yes. Now, he started to listen to me a little bit. So I understand consciously we're connected now. He's saying something. He's communicating with me. He like, you right, bro. You is right. I do got a lot to live for. I'm like, you do. They're just gonna try to make life hard upon you, but life ain't hard. All you gotta do is just walk away from what's in your mind. I don't know what's in your mind, but you can walk away from that shit. And you can make your life better too. Life is already better. It is. You're just holding on to a certain thought right now. And that's just for the moment. Now, what happens is, here we go. Here come the fucking human beings. Come on. Someone calls 911, right? The cops pull up. Emergency services. They come up there and they like, is he trying to jump? I said, listen to me. Stop saying that. Listen, are you coming here to help or are you creating a problem? Are you connected to his mind? Can you read his mind? They was like, no. So why are you telling him that? Well, we're here to help. If you're here to help, then stop drawing a problem in your mind. Stop doing that. You ever heard of a problematic mind and a solution-based mind? Okay, when I walked up to him with solution. I didn't tell him what he was doing. You're creating a problem. You don't understand your mind. You generate the problem in here and you're sharing it to the next consciousness. That's not helping. So they sat there and just sat there and looked at me. So I kind of touched the brother and told him like, yo, everything okay, bro. You gonna be all right. And so when I touched him, he basically came down, right, of where he was sitting at, and he was just sitting there looking at the water. And I was like, you gonna be all right. I'm not gonna let these people hurt you. And he was like, you right, brother, because they was trying to hurt me last time. They basically put handcuffs on me, put me inside this mental ward and gave me a whole bunch of pills. And I said, so someone that need help, the only help y'all got is to put them in handcuffs, throw them inside of a fucking mental ward and give them pills? You human beings are sick! Decode this world for what it is. The pills that you gave him, right? Does it align with the information and data that is inside of his body? Does it align with his vitamin code system or mineral code system or any natural system that's within him? No, it does not. Depart vision. When you spell out the word pill, P-I-L-L, take the P off, what do you get? Ill. If the information and data doesn't align with the technology of the body, it's going to make the mental mind ill because it doesn't. What doesn't? The pill holds information and data. Does the pill align with the technology of the body to raise the consciousness up? Oh, he's a good one. Oh, fuck. What did you just say? The fuck up! This is what y'all do to people? You people are fucking wicked and sick, bro. It's a wicked ass world, isn't it? Put my glasses back on. This is what type of world we're supposed to be living into, right? So let's finish with the story. What happens is the police officers, they start to try to get upset, right? They try to come around in a circle, and I told them, I said, y'all not touching nobody. Ain't nobody showing y'all fear. Y'all not touching nobody. Okay? How he wants to move his body is how he wants to move his body. None of y'all are going to control his movements or his decision of his mind. What's wrong with you people? If someone wants to do something, that is their own self-decision to do it. You're not a mind that controls somebody else's self-decisions inside their mind. So the brother turned around, he looked at me, he started saying something. I was like, look, I'm about to go over here and get this card and stuff. You want to come with me or whatever the case may be? I'm about to go to the store. If you want something to drink, I get you something to drink or something to eat, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, all right, come on, bro. And he walked away with me. Fucking wicked ass motherfuckers. He needed someone to talk to. You know why? Because we sat there and talked for over fucking 5 hours about this fucking demonic ass world. And you know what he said to me? He said, the other day I asked myself I wanted to talk to somebody about what's going on in the world. He said, I felt like I was all alone, like I'm the only one that's experiencing it. And I said, nah, brother, you ain't the only one that's experiencing it. Right, this may be your first rodeo show. And for some time in experiences, sometime that may happen, but do not let the experience overcome who you naturally are. You're something more than what you think you are. Okay? All right. So he started sharing bits and pieces of his life and the things and experiences he went through. And it seemed like his experiences were very identical to my experiences. And he said in that moment, he said, I'm glad I actually got to meet you, right? Because on the simple fact, I don't even feel alone no more. I said, of course. That's the way they want to make you feel. Don't embrace the feeling that you're alone. That is being projected from the outside of you within you. Your powers that you're supposed to suppress it. You're supposed to tell yourself, this is not real. I am never alone. How am I alone? What? Because I don't have humanoid programs around me and stuff? You have a free soul. How are you alone? You can do so many things with yourself. You know what I'm talking about? All right. And so, most people would simply say, bro, you saved someone's life. Only if they understand themselves. I did not save him. I cannot take credit for that. This is how real I am. When you know yourself, you understand that, he's right. The only thing that you can save in this world is yourself. That's it. I told him, I said, I didn't save your life. I wanted you to know that. Okay? He just looked up at me. I said, I want to let you know I didn't save your life. This situation was going to automatically happen. I just realized with myself, I obeyed the order that myself told me to do. I went outside and I gave you the message of self. Once I gave you the message of self, you reconnected back to yourself. Now you're making your self decisions. Thank you. That's all I did. I can't save you. I can't do that part. And I would never lie and say, oh, I saved a whole bunch of people. No, the fuck I didn't. I gave you the message, right, from the technology of my mind to the technology of your mind. You took the message and you basically said, I'm going to go take this message and I'm going to keep on completing my life. That's it. Who am I to say that I saved your life? That's totally out of bounds for self, ain't it? All right. Now, let's get back into your childhood self so you can understand something. Another thing is this. A lot of people that are NPCs inside this classroom right here, a lot of them wish they had a real experience like that. You know that, right? Most people wish they had an experience like that. They wish they did. They're like, that's a real life. That's actually real. Why I never experienced something like that? Why I never experienced in life to, help myself in order to pass messages towards others where they can save themselves. Why is that? How is that he's experiencing this and we can't experience none of this? Because you're all a problematic minds to yourselves. Let's get back into their childhood selves right here. Didn't I say you're supposed to save yourself? Yes. Come here. The technology of your mind, right, has a memory bank. Okay? Do you know how the technology of your mind in the memory bank operates? Do you know the functionality setting of your mind? It's a memory bank? I'm done. Come here, boys and girls, sit down. Can I ask you a question? Is the technology of your eye connected to your mind? What? Oh, it's a foreign language when it's called inner self language, right? Did they give you a menu in order to know how the technology of your body works? It's like you're taking me to a different consciousness, and I'm trying to understand because you can't understand yourself. Moving along. The technology of your eye has a functionality setting. The technology of your eye is analyzing, recording the data of what you're reviewing. Let me slow it down for y'all third dimensioners that's lost in the third dimension. Your eye doesn't operate with look or see. Those are words that has been downloaded in the memory bank of your mind in order to stonewall you from knowing the functionality of your own eye. I know I got it from the dictionary. No, you got it from the indoctrinary. Come over here, my third dimensioners. Is the earth flat or round? Watch how the memory bank kick back with a whole bunch of information. Now watch this. While you're focused on my third dimensioners, right? While you're focused on the earth being flat and round, I want to understand the functionality of the planet. Hold on, stop. Hold on, AI season up. Era. Right. While you're focusing on flats, round, right? Focus on that. I'm going to focus on the functionality of the planets. So you're paying attention to how it functions? No. Get the fuck out. Go back to doing round and flat. Let's see where that gets you at. Now let's play the video games. Now, for higher conscious ones, he's rapping all this shit in. For the higher conscious ones, right? What are you doing? I'm doing grounding. Yeah, you doing ground. That's what I'm talking about right there. You definitely doing grounded. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. Keep on listening. So real quick, the technology of your mind, right, is only doing one thing, is grounding. You third dimensioners are really a bit funny with yourselves. You're doing a whole bunch of other things that you can't see in front of you. Oh, the eye is only downloaded to the third dimension. I'm done. What are you doing? I'm grounding. It had told me on the internet. That's what I'm grounding on the internet. Understand that when it comes towards consciousness, right, the planet is a network of information. You understand when they say planet, a network of information and data? You don't understand that, do you yet? I understand, but you're over here grounding and you're doing that. Pay attention to the tech right here and watch this. When it comes down, right, to let me get that up out of there because the third dimensions are really stupid. Anyways, right, when it comes down to your feet, right? What do you do with your feet? Oh, I implant them. See? I third dimensional language. Oh, I put my feet in something, you know, the grass and all that. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Can I ask you a question? What is the plants doing? Oh, the plants is something different. They have roots and I have feet. Do you see how separation works inside the humanoid mind? You didn't understand that you just created separation. You just called two different things, but the both of them function the same way. That's how your mind works. Roots and feet. Okay. Shut the fuck up. Anyways, right here. Let me show you this. You see this plant? Yes. What is it doing? It's a plant. The plant, right, has roots that connects it with the consciousness of the planets. The planets is a network of information and data that you can access. What is the information and data of your vitamin code system and mineral code system? Where do you receive that information and data from? From produce? So right here. Produce produces what? It's just produce? No. Produce, right? Produces the intelligence of body and mind. Do you understand that? Oh, I didn't think about that. I know. You're going to be okay today. You're not dumb. Just acting dumb. Now, let's go back to your feet and the roots. Because you said there were two different things based on me calling them two different things and creating separation in your mind, but your mind accepted the separation, right? That's how your mind works. When it comes towards your feet, right, you can implant your feet just as much as you can implant roots inside the planet. Right. Your feet are nothing more than roots that is accessing the information and data of the planets, okay? Based on what you want to request or experience. Now, as you sit there and ground, right, the information and data of the planet and the hardware of your vessel, right, are connected. The information and data that is flown through you is nothing more than the software to the hardware of your vessel. Why is it that when most ground, they say, I feel so amazing, I feel great. Your feelings that you don't even understand just yet, your feelings, right? And the feeling of the planet is connected based on you being connected to the planet. Did you notice that? What? Slow it down. That's too much for them. That's too much. That's too much. That's too much. You're going to overload the damn minds and they're going to blow a gasket. Okay. You got to go slow with this. You got to you got to give it 6 teaspoons, not a 4 teaspoon. A half. Now, right here, right? So you can understand the tech. Right. Now, Earth is not just a word, okay? Earth comes down to a planet that has many forms of information and data that you can actually access. Based on the hardware of your vessel, given access to the planet, in order to share information and data with the hardware of your vessel, now you can download it here. Did you know you were doing that? No. I thought I was just doing words. I thought I was just doing grounding, and that's it. Whoa, all right. I mean, you can stick with that if you want to, but that ain't gonna get you conscious by doing one word. Yeah, the hardware of your vessel is doing way more than one word. It is accessing the information and data of the planet. Your feet is nothing more than symbols of roots. Thinking. Roots have access towards the planet in order to receive information and data, in order for the plant to uprise. It is uprising in consciousness. That's what you have to understand. Everything that's around you within this digital world that we are in, that we believe that is so physical, right, is back with information and data. So you can know, okay? The planet is not just, oh, it's just Mother Nature. No, Mother Nature holds information and data upon this planet. And if you're connected to her, you can request information and data upon this planet. Do you understand that? For the people that ground, you just got your upgrades. Move along. Back to the third dimensioners right here. Come here. Now, what you have to understand for the third dimensional beings, they may not be connected to Mother Nature. Do you know why that is? They may be connected to a different consciousness from you. What? Why is it that, right, your body holds all the information and data when it comes to Mother Nature? Your vitamin code system, your mineral code system, all that comes from Mother Nature, okay? Some people have overridden your vitamin code system and mineral code system. Do you know what that is? When you say overridden, what do you mean? Like, do you understand that you have people that will infiltrate other people? In order to do that, you have to be a self-infiltrator first. What? What? Can I ask you a question? Does the hardware of your body hold the information and data of life, or does it hold the information and data of death? Don't say what now. I'll take you all the way to your dimension. Are you consciously alive, or are you consciously dead? Let's play with the zombies from the third dimension. I am consciously alive because I get up and I work a job. Fuck is you talking about I'm dead? I am not dead. I get up every day. I pay my bills. This is what they're talking about in the third dimension. So you alive because you get up, right? Pay bills. You drive a car. You go on vacation from time to time. And you're alive. Wow. Anyways, let's pay attention to the setup. Third dimensioners, y'all make your own selves afraid based on your habits of what you're doing. Okay? Let's just pay attention to the setup. What you have to understand with the technology of the body is a holder of information and data. That is one of the functionality settings of the body. It holds information and data, okay? So you have two beings. You have one that is natural base, and you have another one that is unnatural base, okay? Pay attention to what you see in front of you. What you have in front of you is, what are you eating? I'm eating chicken. So you're eating one word? Yes. No, that's a belief system that you believe into. If you spell out the word believe, the first word that you get is belie. Spell it out for yourself. That's what you believe into, a belie. Okay? Right. Anyways, let's get into this right here. Now, when it comes down to your body holding information and data, right? Some bodies, majority of bodies, 95% of the bodies, hold the information and data of death in order to have the consciousness of death. Let me show you how it works. Can I ask you a question? Is the technology of your consciousness in a live state or a dead state? I did say that, right? Okay, let's go into it. Now, what happens is this. Can I ask you a question? When it comes towards the chicken, right? The chicken is alive while you're eating it. It's alive, isn't it? Like the chicken is clucking while you're eating it, right? No, it's not. No, it's not doing that. Okay, so can I ask you a question? Do you have to kill a chicken in order to eat it? Yes, you're right about that. Right. So can I ask you a question? right? They have an expiration date on the chicken, right? When it tells you it's expired, which means that if it expires, it's going into a decay state. Is your mind in a decay state? Back to life, back to reality, right? Back to life, back to reality. This is how unplugged you motherfuckers are. Okay? So the chicken is not clucking while you're eating it. It's dead. The chicken body is going within a decay state in order to decay the state of your mind. You're eating something that's already dead. How you not dead? I'm not dead. Stop you scaring me, please. You scaring me. The fuck up. You know what's scary? Your own subconscious habits that the technology of your mind is unaware of. You're subconsciously doing this. You're not consciously doing it, you're subconsciously doing it. You're like, yeah, let me go ahead and get me some chicken. You're eating dead chicken. Stop playing with yourself. Stop playing with yourself. Stop playing. Getting dumb. Anyways, right here, right? The chickens are not clucking in your fucking stomach while you're eating them, so they're dead. Okay? That means that you eat chicken bodies of death. Talking about something, the technology of your conscience is alive, but you install information and data, and the technology of your body holds the information and data of a dead chicken. Talking about something, I need some protein. You can get protein from Mother Nature. You're eating, how are you getting protein from something that's dead? Talking about something, my muscles get bigger based on dead chicken. The fuck out of here. You don't think that chicken has something to do with deactivating your pineal gland? Decalcifying it? It gets deeper. Come here. Now watch this. When it comes towards a chicken, right? Everything that eats has a diet system, just as much as you do. Can I ask you a question? Does the chicken diet system align with your natural diet system? Oh, you're not thinking that far, right? Oh, no, let me show you how bad you fuck yourself up, which is really hard, which is great tech for all of us, okay? All right, anyways, whatever the case may be, I don't give a fuck. Anyways, right, when it comes to a chicken diet system, you should pay very close attention of what chickens are eating. They don't really eat like natural-based things. You can feed them like flies and they will still eat it. You ever ate chickens that probably eat flies? I don't know, because you don't own the fucking chicken coop, do you? No. Let me show you something else. Can you go inside of a safari and find the chicken family inside of the safari? No. So can I ask you a question, right? Why would you eat a bird that has wings that never can develop how to fly? Oh my God. You're eating a underdeveloped bird. The conscious of that bird is underdeveloped and it has no ability to fly. Show me a flying chicken. You said it's a bird. How is it a bird if every other bird is out here flying, levitating, doing what it need to do? That's not suspicious to you? You can't see that in the third dimension? You telling me you consciously did? Or you consciously alive and you can't understand that the technology of the bird doesn't have an ability to fly? This motherfucker over here talking about we eating chicken wings. No, you're eating underdeveloped chicken wings. That's what you're eating. Now pay attention to the setup. Watch this. People would simply say, you are what you eat. That is very true. So can I ask you a question? If I give you information and data of a bird, right, that doesn't have the ability to fly, the technology of the mind is already underdeveloped, right? If you give this chicken towards everybody else, do the technology of their minds become underdeveloped? Most people do the same interactions of what they do in high school, setups. I'm gonna take you down to Prison Pipeline Center right after school right here. Everybody's a prisoner in there. Line the fuck up, watch. Okay? That's what people did to themselves. Okay? So with that being said, what you have around you is 95% of people are dead consciously already. You eat dead chickens. Now watch this one. That way you can understand the tech. Watch this right here. Can I ask you a question? What you eating? I'm eating hamburgers. You eating hamburgers at McDonald's, ain't you? And Burger King, right? Yes. Don't believe in these third dimensional beings. I'm trying to tell you, they fucking liars to themselves. Watch this. How are you eating a hamburger if there's no ham inside the burger? What? Can you say that one more time? I know. Selective hearing, motherfucker. How are you eating a hamburger if there's no ham inside the burger? Okay, you got me laughing. It ain't no laughing matter, motherfucker. You don't even know what you're eating. There's no ham inside that burger, so how is it a hamburger? Predictable programming? Okay, you got me on there. It's ground beef. How is it ground beef if the beef never came out of the ground? Setups. How is it ground beef if the beef never came out of the ground? How is it ground beef if the beef never came out of the ground? How is it ground beef if the beef never came out of the ground? Now you sit there and think about that with yourself. No one is magic tricking nobody else. Everybody has bad habits in order to trick their own fucking minds. Magic tricks. Back to life. Back to reality. Back to life. Back to deadality. I like him. He's pretty good. I thought he was crazy, but he's like, he must be like a ultra conscious or something. I thought he was crazy, but he makes a lot of accurate sense. He does. I think that's the way how the life's supposed to be. We look at them like they're crazy, but they're actually making sense. So actually, it's got to be something wrong with our minds because he's really not crazy. He's just smart. And usually, people look at smart people like they're crazy. Thank you. Okay? All right, y'all get back down there. Okay? All right? That way you can understand what type of things that you live underneath, okay? All right? You live around people that eat dead intelligence in order to remain in the mind of death, okay? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. No way you about to do this to them. Right here. Come here. Let me show you something. Can I ask you a question? Do you people live for God or Satan? Watch this. That way you can understand what you're living around. You would say that God is for life and Satan is for death, right? Huh? But all of you people eat information and data of a dead chicken. Can I ask you a question? Yes. Do chicken have blood? Yes. So you're mixing your blood in with chicken blood? Oh, God. Oh, no, the blood is not in there. I just rinsed it off. It's all good. You didn't see that, right? Oh, you're not mixing your blood in with chicken blood. It's all good. What, because you rinsed it off? Oh, no, that's just the magic trick to your fucking third dimensional mind. That's all. Okay? All right. Okay? You making me feel like I'm around zombies and shit. That ain't got nothing to do with me. That's how you interpret it. Okay? The setups is brazy in this world, isn't it? But they falling down to their own self habits that are setups. God damn. Can I ask you a question? Where we at? We at McDonald's? We at McDonald's. Yes? What McDonald's be selling? They be selling hamburgers and french fries and chicken burgers and stuff. So they sell you hamburglers, right? You don't understand what you just said. You just burglarized your whole mind. You're stuffing something in there, right? That has nothing to do with your body. Because it's cheap, right? So feed your body cheap things because it's cheap. It's not cheap. You're cheating your body. You're cheating your body. Your body has a vitamin code system, a mineral code system, right? And you would simply say, I am living for the Christ. How are you living for the Christ if your body holds the information and data of death? So, right, used a popular picture. That's nothing more than mythology. So Jesus was eating dead chickens and shit, right? I'm done. Right here, you said you was living for God right here, right? So Jesus was eating dead chickens and shit, right? That's who you believe into, right? No, it's okay. Why he was eating dead chickens? Can I ask you a question? Was the chicken invented when so-called Jesus was, upon this earth? The fuck up. And you go check out the supper thing of what you think is real. And see if you see any chickens on there. Okay? Was the chicken invented when your Jesus was invented? Is it chicken or is it the check-in? Oh my God. Is it the chicken or is it the check-in? Is it the check-in to the death of the mind of death? Because understand, the technology of your mind and body holds information and data. The chicken holds the information and data of death. So how you alive if the only thing that the technology of your body hold and identify is death? Fucking programs. You see this right here? Luxurious. I'm done. Somebody need to call 911 on all these people. We need to start building bigger mental award, right? And we need to lock up 95% of these people. All these people have mental illness. They're eating chickens and creations that they can't even find in the safari. You can't find a chicken in the safari, so how you know it's a natural animal? Huh? See how stupid you are to yourself? Stupid. Then when someone tell you something real, you crazy. Let me tell you how crazy people are. I remember one time, right? I was sitting here working at this place called a security, right? I'm not from other people's cultures or what they think I am from. You may think I'm from your culture. I'm not from your fucking culture. Do you understand the fucking tech today? And you can't accept that because someone just told you, I'm not from your culture. Do you see how you discriminate against the next individual because they're sitting there not from your culture? Setups. Do you see how you oppress the next individual because they sit there not from your culture? Because the technology of your mind, right, projects a certain profile that was installed inside of your technology of your mind that has everything to do with the R word in order to infiltrate the technology of your mind. Now you project a certain type of character, right, that you think I am, that comes down to your R system. That's installed inside the technology of your mind and installed inside the technology of your memory bank. You wasn't taught the R system word, right, when you was inside your mother's womb, setups. So you're taught it when you get to like, what, elementary, and everybody else that's around you that's practicing the system? Can I ask you a question? How did this system get installed in your mind? Damn. I'm not done with you. Come here. Come here. Come here. You like my claws? I told you I'm not one of y'all. Anyways, setups. Right here. Let me show you this right here. Data points, right? Right here. So, right? You would say that I'm something that has been installed in your mind. What's installed in your mind is actually infiltrating your mind of what you're actually seeing. But I can use it to my will. Setups. Because your mind is predictable. I can read your mind. I could tell you exactly what you think I am. But the identity and the profile that you're profiling me to be, do you understand that you're profiling me right now? The profile is installed inside your mind. And you're profiling me as the profile that's installed in your mind. Setups. Profiling didn't go nowhere. It was just downloaded inside the technology of your mind and now normalized. Now, if I say that, watch how your mind move so you can understand oppression, okay? If I tell you I'm not the profile that you selected in your mind, right? The first thing you're gonna do is I'm gonna get away from you. Do you know why you're doing that? Because you have a hard time of where you think everybody is just you and they identify as the same thing that you identify as. Thank you. So when you say that other people oppress you, right? You're oppressing yourself based on the false identities that you're holding. Simple setups. Watch this. Do you understand that you could decalcify the pineal gland, block it from the right side of his consciousness, right? And the left side of the mind, right, is like a fresh new sheet of paper. You could pretty much install anything that you want inside of there. This is very accurate and very true. 95% of y'all have decalcified pineal glands. That's just the truth. So you don't have access to your right brain to actually install and download copyright to the left side of your mind. Thank you. So how do you know yourself? This is a system that's built within systematic minds. Understand? Okay. Let's pay attention to the tech over here a little bit more. Now, what happens is simply as this. Whenever someone wants to go get a, how can I say it? What is this called, baby? This is called Dana. What's Dana? DNA? Can I ask you a question? A guy just knocked you up, like, yes. And what you about to do? I'm about to do a DNA test, not an R word test. Not an R word test. She's doing a DNA test to prove that you are the father. Setups. Why is it when it comes to that department, they don't deal with the R word at all? They only deal with DNA. Can I ask you a question? Are you alive towards your own DNA by practicing a systematic mind that's in a systematic system of the R word? The technology of your DNA is information and data that's within you. Without your DNA, you wouldn't have the genetic makeup of your body today. So what is in the inside imprints what's on the outside. So what I have is 95% of people that are alive towards their own DNA. Simple setups, let's go piece by piece. You would simply say to me, I am a white man. Great, granite. Anyways, how are you a white man, right? If the Europeans are saying they're not white men, they're Europeans. Can I ask you a question? Do you not like your own people? Because why you're not identifying as your own people? Why is it that when you come over here, you identify as something totally out of yourself? Setups. Your offspring started from either Germany, Europe, somewhere there. You didn't start here because you were born here. Your people came from somewhere else. No, my African people, my African brothers. Does the technology of your DNA say that you're African? Damn. Come here, my black brothers. You're my black brother? Yeah. How are you my black brother if the technology of your DNA says that you're not a black brother? Damn. Can I ask you a question? Before you look at all the people that you say that hate you, do you actually hate yourself? Setups. Well, if you actually identified as yourself, it shows you that you love yourself. My black sister, how you doing today? Do you love yourself, my black sister? Because you are my sister, right? Yes. Shut the front door. Anyways, you can't be my sister if you actually don't identify as yourself. You cannot be. Maybe that's the reason why you treat yourself the way you treat yourself and you treat your sons the way you treat them too. Because you don't identify as yourself. You identify as a systematic self. Black woman, I'm going to leave you just where you're at. You have a nice day. I'm not talking to you anymore. Have a nice one. Back to my black brother. My black brother, what's happening with you? My BET program brother. Damn! The funny thing about this whole thing is someone's in the comment section like, so you think I should listen to you? No. Only thing you have to do is scroll up and you don't have to listen to this no more. You're listening to me involuntarily. Yo, third dimensional characters, you gotta even tell them what they're doing. This person thinks like, you're controlling my phone. Like, if you don't want to listen to me, that's your option. You do know you have an option, right? Well, thank you for letting me borrow your ears for a little bit. You can get the fuck on. Anyways. That's how unaware people are. They're like, I don't have to listen to you. Like, okay, you already made your decision, so scroll up so you can go to the next station. Thank you. God damn. What it is a lot of people are not downloaded with truth. So when they hear truth, they automatically get upset with it. Yeah, so we have a lot of dead people upon the earth right here. They're getting mad that I'm telling you this. We had a lot of dead conscious people on the earth that is eating dead chickens, and they're talking about they're programmed to actually be alive. These people also follow a false identity system that's totally outside of the DNA of what they're supposed to actually identify as, and everyone's fucking doing it. What are you? I'm the White Ranger. What are you? I'm the Black Ranger. What are you? I'm the Brown Ranger. No. The DNA Ranger debunks all of you. Okay? Now get mad. That way you can understand that human beings be fighting against themselves. That's not self-discrimination. That is self-discrimination. Because on a simple fact, you don't even identify as yourself. Talking about discrimination is this. No. Self-discrimination is this. You all are fighting in a system in order for what? Segregation of self and self-discrimination actually exists. Watch this. You're over here segregated against yourselves because on a simple fact, let me show you this setup. You all are segregated against yourself because you don't identify as yourselves. Segregation. That's called segregation and self-infiltration, okay? That's segregation and self-infiltration. You understand? Segregation, self-infiltration. Do you understand the track? Okay? You all want to be accepted, right, as a fucking lie. You better accept me because I'm the Black Power Ranger. The DNA Power Ranger has debunked you. Get the fuck out of here. This is what they're all fighting for. So what else y'all fighting for? I'm the White Power Ranger. This is a game, okay? This game is not real, all right? It's fake, okay? You're not a black Power Ranger. You're not a brown Power Ranger. You're not a white Power Ranger, okay? That's not what you all are. You all are DNA Power Rangers, okay? And the DNA Power Rangers have basically shredded y'all the fuck out. And you're mad about it. You're mad that DNA Power Rangers beating the fuck out of all three of y'all at one time. You remember the one Power Ranger that come in there and start fucking all the other Power Rangers up? That's who he is. Thank you. Now, what's up? Go ahead, lie to yourself. You lose the battle because you're a lie to yourself anyway. Thank you. Okay? Out here serving everybody ass out here. Yeah, y'all all on one team, ain't y'all? But y'all all on one team based on lies, aren't y'all? I'm brown. I am a brown belt. I am a black belt. I am a white belt. And all these belts don't mean shit. Okay? They don't mean anything. Okay? If they actually mean something, it was substance, it will already be in the hardware of your vessel. Thank you. Okay? So what it is everybody's fighting for identities to remain in lies. Let me show you how this digital world operates. Come here, my black brother. Okay. Sit down, my black brother. Sit down right there, my black brother. You're gonna be okay. Can I ask you a question? What's going on right now? I'm driving the car. You're driving car. Can I ask you a question? Yeah. Is it driving black? Yes. Yes! You're driving black, aren't you? Yes, I'm driving black. Depart this whole vision from this child. Come here, let me show you something real quick. Can you spell words? Yes, I can spell words. You can? Yes. Slow it down, because you're going too fast with him. He from the 3rd grade. Oh, my bad, bro. I'm sorry. It's okay. He from the 3rd grade right here, okay? It's all right. We call it the 3rd dimension, but he from the 3rd grade of consciousness. Come here, son, real quick. Let me show you this right here, right? You can spell words out, right? Yes. So can I ask you a question? Are words spells if you can spell them? See the technological upgrade? He got to sit there and process it. No, that makes sense. You're right. You can spell words out, so words are spells. Thank you. Can I ask you a question? Can you decode the spells that's in your mind? Can you decode the spells that have been infiltrated within your mind in order to know that your mind has been infiltrated? Come here. You see your Bible? There you go, right there. You love that book, don't you? Yeah. Come here. There's a scripture inside the Bible where God says people will perish due to the lack of information. I'm going to say that one more time for you because you love your Bible, don't you? I know your Bible too. I do. Okay? God said people will perish due to the lack of information. Let me show you something, son. Right here. What are you? I'm black. Decode the spell. You have a letter and a word together. You have the letter B, and then you have the word lack. You are be lacking within consciousness. You know how y'all say on the internet, caught you lacking, caught you lacking, caught you lacking, because you're be lack within consciousness. Do you understand the fucking tech today? Now get upset. Get upset. Fight yourself. I'm just going to watch. Talking about they're talking about everybody discriminating against them when they discriminating against their own fucking DNA. Then they gonna say, oh, he must be half white and shut the fuck up. Cause he got some sense in his conscience. Bitch ass motherfuckers. Anyway, whoop out, they take some more? Anyways, right here. Now watch this, boy. So you can understand this digital world, boy. Okay? Take his ass through there, bro. Take your ass in the woods right here. Let me show you something right here. Now you driving, right? You driving black, ain't you? Driving while black. Driving B-Lack, motherfucker. That's what you doing. Anyways, right here, take them through there, take them through there. You like that? Take them through there. What's happening with it, Roger? Roger. Yeah, I'm about to pull that boy over there. You about to pull him over there? I'm about to pull his ass over right here. He pull him over right here. Pull the black man over. And the black man automatically think, I'm driving while black. Motherfucker. Take you through there, take you through there. So you can understand the word right here. Okay? Now, what you have to understand in this word is this. Words are power, right? And words are also backed with energy too. Okay? So right here, right? I pull up as the police officer right here, right? I'm a white police officer and shit, you know what I'm saying? And shit, I just want to see if you're going to identify as yourself or if you're going to identify as a lie in order for lies to play out on you or your truth to play for you. This the reality you in. You don't know about it, but this was happening. Pull up to your tech. That's your car right there. I just pulled up to your tech right here. Pulled your tech over. Pull your car over right here. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. Put on the sirens. Woo! Pull your shit over. I want to see if he's going to identify as the truth or a lie towards himself. Watch this shit. Take you through there, take you through there. Take you through there, take you through there. Roger says to the black man, yes, this is a 60 zone, and I caught you doing 70 on my radar. Okay? Now, right here. He's going to sell you. He's going to tell you, be careful what you're doing, okay? All right? I'm going to show you two different systems, okay? Watch. He's going to say, yes, sir. I need to see your license and registration. Okay. You need to see my license and registration? Yes. Okay. He's looking at your license, and he want to see what you identify as. Do you identify as B lack of consciousness? Because if you identify as B lack of consciousness, that means you don't know yourself. Yeah, what you think the system reading? Just the word that you don't know, because he's not sharing it with you. Setups. Furthermore, you identify as a lie. So, lies are back with energy too, and lies can play upon you if you identify as it. Thank you. So, right, you hand him the license and registration, he can see that you identify as a lie. All right. And so what happens is, you know, you would say a mistake happened, somebody got shot the fuck up, whatever the case may be. Can I ask you a question? If you identify as a lie, is it okay for lies to play out on you? You have no control over that. Thank you. You identify as it and you gave it the energy to actually operate through you. Thank you. You identify as it, right? You download it here, right? You are the energy source for what? Be lack of consciousness. So with that being said, many lies can play upon you. You keep fighting for your false identity so you can keep getting beat the fuck up. Furthermore, let's get into this a little bit more. Right. Now, what happens also is this. Let's just say that you have two identity systems, and he's going to destroy your system that you believe into. And he's using the physical realm to do it, not some hidden information and data that you can't find. Watch setups. You have two identification systems. You have an identification system where they use ID, identification, right? Right. Then you also have another system where you can get a U.S. passport. Pay attention to the setup that's in front of you. Majority of people don't have U.S. passports because they don't travel out of country. So they don't know about this system, okay? I have a U.S. passport. I don't identify with an identification card, only my passport. The reason why I only identify as my passport is because on my passport that I'm reading right now, give me a second, it literally says, right, your first, last name, right? It has your date of birth. It also identifies if you're a male or a female. It identifies what state you're originally born from. And it also identifies you as a U.S. nationalist. It has nothing to do with being black, white, or whatever the fuck that you people are saying that you are, because that game is not real towards a U.S. passport game. Thank you. U.S. passports have nothing to do with race at all. Thank you. Okay? So 95% of y'all have never probably traveled out of the country. And everyone that has a passport is sitting there shocked, looking like, now he's very accurate. What the fuck? I didn't even think about that. Right. You identify as a U.S. nationalist. Right. These people are identifying as what? Colors. So how is that actually real if the color is not being imprinted on a U.S. passport? Data points. This game is quite funny, isn't it? You people keep fighting for those lives. I'm just going to keep on watching, okay? Have a nice one. No, it's not Negroes. It's Negroes. What you just said? It's not Negroes, it's Negroes. Yes, their conscience are ingrown by someone else conscious. Watch, go to their nation. What is your identity? Be lacking in consciousness? I understand the tech. Can I ask you a question? You people right here, did y'all give them their identity? Yes. So basically, this consciousness is a follow towards this consciousness. How do you own your consciousness? Right. How can you expect these people to uprise if they're a follower towards someone else's conscious? This is why I never wait for an uprise with them. Do they actually want to be liberated? How do you want to be liberated if you're fighting for the lie that they installed in your mind? Then if you test the information data of their skin, it doesn't come back with black. It comes back with a whole bunch of other different things. Even a scientist would tell you that. Yeah, a scientist would tell you that. It would never, if I test your body, it's not coming back black. That's an illusion that is sold inside your consciousness that all you people believe into. And if all you people believe into it, then guess what? We are the rulers and the conquerors of your conscience because you allow it in. Thank you. It's quite simple. It's not, you said, what this is called? This is called, they treated us fucked up. Shut the fuck up. How the fuck they treat you fucked up if you gonna accept the identity to get fucked over? Okay? Try to do that. Bring your mom over here so I can knock her up, boy. Take your mom through there. Take your mom through there. Put my nuclear warhead in there. I'm just booing with my comedy. Okay? I got humor in this shit. Want me to get disrespectful? I'll knock your grandmother up too. I ain't playing with her. Knock her ass straight on up. Be looking at your grandmother like, Grandma, no way you pregnant. Yeah. My motherfucking child popped through that motherfucker like, yeah, motherfucker, I did that. Now what's up? They need some realness in their families, don't it? Don't play with me, boy. I'll knock your mama up 2.5, boy. Your sister, her mind's still underdeveloped. She ain't got shit. Fuck off. Where your mom at? Take them through there. Take them through there. Hey, y'all be getting mad because I be knocking your mothers up and shit. Shit, at least I'm putting a seed of life in that motherfucker. Fuck you getting mad for? Some of y'all motherfuckers need a pretty motherfucker to knock your mom up. Some of y'all be ugly bloodlines. Fuck. You ever seen an ugly ass bloodline? You like, why everybody ugly as fuck in here? Damn. Shit. Me and my bloodline luxurious, ain't we? I'm not saying that because we got that gold skin, bitch. You know what I'm talking about? We are luxurious. Understand? You know what luxurious is? No, I like it though. Of course you like it. Luxurious. Shit. Knock your mama up. I walked up to this one dark-skinned girl. She had the diamond skin on her right here. She had the dark diamond skin right there. Yeah. What's happening with it, Lady of Darkness? What's racking with you? What's up? She like, how you doing? This is that. I'm like, uh-huh. Now watch how I make her mind, man. Watch this shit right here, right? Watch this. Kickback. You about to get pregnant. 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 Why this dark-skinned girl started going crazy? I'm not getting pregnant. This and the third sister. I'm like, she fighting what's between her legs right now. That's all it's happening right now. I just loaded up. She already had this argument with herself. I'm just watching the argument load up in herself again. That's all I'm doing. You gonna get pregnant. She looked at me like, what? I ain't getting pregnant. Such. This and the third such. I'm like, do you see that she doing this in front of the sunlight, right? Do you know that the women that say they're not gonna get pregnant, they be the first ones to get knocked up quickly? I'm setting this shit up. The other girls remaining quiet, like, walk by. Don't say nothing, girl. She's stupid as fuck. She about to get knocked the fuck up. I know the code. I'm gonna keep on walking by. If I say something back, he in my shit. Exactly. Then you supposed to be a dark-skinned woman, right? With the diamond skin. And you acting like a stereotype in front of me? And you talking about everybody stereotyping you. Get the fuck out of here. I only walked up to you and told you. I ain't even walked all the way up to you. Right. From afar. Because I know you start acting stereotypish. Right. I tell you that you about to have a baby soon and this your programming? So you arguing what's between your legs. Girl, I'm done. Get the fuck away from me. Can you load me up a real diamond skin? Right. I'm talking about the dark diamond skin, motherfucker. I don't want that other motherfucker. Fuck out of here. Where the real one at? Yeah, this must be an AI. Ain't no way in hell she arguing what's between her fucking legs. You're arguing with yourself because you give birth to this world? Girl, something wrong with your programming. You need to go talk to your ancestors, for real. I'll load one of your ancestors up that's just as dark as you and beat the fuck out your shit. Fucking low-tech ass motherfucker. She wanna get mad because what's between her legs is life. And I only told her in your future you're going to get pregnant. Acting like a fucking computer robot on fucking steroids. Fuck off. Don't act like that, girls, okay? Don't act like the stereotypes off the internet. You don't want to be stereotyped, then don't act like it. That is very sad. Walked up to a white girl, right? It ain't because she white. I'm just paying attention to the fucking interactions. Now, walked up to a white girl. I said, yeah, you gonna get pregnant soon. She was like, how you know that? I was like, because you ain't pregnant, so you gonna get pregnant real soon, okay? And then you give them as many babies as you want, all right? All right. With that being said, or whatever the case may be, you have a nice day. White girl was like, thank you. Y'all black girls need to take something out of the pages of the book. Stop acting retarded with yourselves. Fucking dummies. Take their ass through there. Watch. Y'all watch this. They gonna be like, girl, he right. He said that shit and all of us got knocked the fuck up. Yep, you damn right. Come here, Mother Nature. Come here, baby. Yes, I love you. You are so beautiful. Come here, baby. Women be thinking they can escape being pregnant, mother. Oh, they do? Yes, they think they can escape getting pregnant. So what I want you to do is this right here. Come here. Let me show you this. That way we can understand the fucking tech. Show them that they got no control over life. Watch this shit. Watch. Women think they got a... You think you control the shit, right? Watch this shit. Yeah, right here, right? Everybody got to breathe in the air, don't they? So Mother Nature, right, allows you to implant seeds within her, right? All right, I'm communicating with Mother Nature right now. Mother Nature, you have control over the airwaves. Yes, I do, baby. I need you to send some type of code inside the ear in order to make all these women get pregnant. That's what the fuck I'm talking. Say that shit one more time, bro. I need you to send a code within the airwaves in order to get in the nostril waves, in order to get in the conscious waves. And I want all of them pregnant. Now, try to ignore that. Nah. You told Big Mama on their motherfucking ass. That's how you do it. They want to act stupid? Go to Big Mama. She control the fucking ear. They don't. Now, what you gonna do? Suffocate yourself? Right, get the fuck outside. Mother Nature like, yeah, hot wire her shit. Give me your ass. Bring your ass over here. The fuck over here. You fucking dumbass. You think it's a game, don't you? I had told you I had seen this one sister right here. Big parents in this motherfucker today, huh? They got their big brother over here. You not obeying your big brother? What you talking about my big brother? The son motherfucker. Yeah, him right there. Yup. I remember one black girl, she said to me, she said, I was working at this hotel just doing housekeeping and shit. I know it'd be something more than what it is, okay? I'm not going there just to work. I'm going there to watch to see what the fuck going on. Right. She went outside. Well, it was cooking out there, just like it's cooking right now. It was cookings. You know what I'm talking about? But she went out there, right? She had the brown skin coat on her right here. Right. She had the locks and everything. She went outside. Heat flash. Ugh. Nigga, she was crawling back in the building like, help! Okay, now I'm like, yo, you all right? What's going on? She like, I was just outside, and the sun just hit me and I fell on the ground. Big brother ain't playing with them today. Big brother like, you better change your motherfucking energy source. What you doing? Oh, you just came outside? Come here. There you go. Motherfuckers like, no way. They be getting hit too. Yeah, they be getting hit too. It's the energy thing with them. They big brother be coming down like, hold on, you with that moon energy shit? You on that demonic shit. Bring your ass over here. Like, I don't think you women got no control over the sun. Oh, my bad. They have no control over the sun. Damn. Now, some girls, right? Some girls, they be like, no, I'm just letting the energy in, baby. Now, I ain't fighting. Hell no, I don't want to fight that. Some girls be having their nice little sundresses on, looking like cute little daisies out there and stuff. Luxurious. Now, you doing right by yourself, because you ain't fighting the energy. But for those ones that want to hold on to that moon energy, boy, they brother be fucking over their tech. Like, come over here. Let me see right here. You ain't drink no water? Dehydrate! LaShonda be on the ground like, I'll be like, LaShonda, you okay? LaShonda, baby, you all right? Your programming, right? You gotta obey the sun, girl. Obey your big brother, okay? I'll go out there, I'll be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Motherfuckers be looking at me like, yo, what's wrong with you? What you talking about? Why you ain't falling down like us? Oh, no, I don't go through none of that. I don't go through none of that shit. I don't go through none of that. You know how we is, the ones that play in the sun, we be looking at everybody else like, why everybody else falling down? Because they ain't been playing with the sun. The sun getting sick of motherfuckers just walking past the sun like, yeah, fuck that nigga up there. Fuck that nigga. Don't look up at that nigga. Fuck that nigga. Like, and y'all supposed to be the people from the sun. What are y'all doing? The sun over, you see a lot of them running out this live right now, right? All they gonna do is run right on outside, right into them. You can't stand inside them damn houses all day, okay? All right? You understand that? All right, understand the tech, okay? The sun be looking down at these motherfuckers like, yeah, let me see that motherfucker right there. Let me see. You got parasites in your body? Step on that motherfucker. There you go, motherfucker. Now fall down, nigga. Yeah, what's up? Yeah, I did that to you, and I got away with it. What's up? What you gonna do? I'm gonna fall down. Oh, my God. Oh, Big brother up there smacking his shit up. Like, hold on, what you doing? I'm trying to do some retarded shit to my family. Crash your shit. There you go. Yo, that big brother ain't playing with them, bro. That's your big brother up there. Y'all know that. Don't play with it. He be stepping down on your tech. Big bro be stepping down on their little asses. Like, didn't I tell y'all to drink some more water? Huh? Every time they don't take orders from them, they be falling down. And then they be sitting there like, oh, why is my life going so bad? Come here right here. Let me show you something real quick. This is summer, right? You ever heard of the summoner? No, just stop. You're not hearing right. This is summer, right? You heard of the summoner? Where he summons things? All right, he's paying attention to your life. He definitely is. Summon everything the fuck you want. There you go. Told you, get on cold with yourself. You'll be all right. That's why a lot of y'all facing punishment by the sun. The sun getting sick of you motherfuckers too. It ain't just the other motherfuckers. It ain't just the white Power Ranger too. They getting sick of the black Power Ranger too. You stupid motherfuckers. Okay? All right. Y'all gonna be all right. Let me see some of these comments right here. Talk to me and I'll talk back. Let me see. Let's go over here. Now let me show you something right here that way you can understand something. Watch this. Pay attention to the text. I'm gonna use 2 words and watch what the third dimension say. Watch this. Read. Dead. Read. Dead. What am I saying, y'all? So you can understand something. Watch. Excuse me for burping. Had to let that out. Dead. Read. Everybody can read, can't they? Everybody can read, can't they? How is it read if it's re-add? How is it dead if it's a de-add? D-E-A-D, dead, and then read. R-E-A-D. So you re-add things inside the technology of your mind, and you de-add things inside the technology of your mind. Thank you. Come here real quick. Come here. I know what you about to load up. Come on, load it up. Load it up. Remember this the other day, y'all? Look at what's going on. See that right there? You see that right there, right? All right, come here. Let me show you. Take them through there. Take them through there. Next robot. This shit quite funny, ain't it? Next robot. All right. I don't know what you are talking about. Yeah, keep that shit to yourself, sir. I can't even understand third dimensional language no more. I'm done. I just can't. It's like predictable programming. It's like I already heard that before. Moving along. Anything else? Anything with some substance? Anything. Nothing. Damn. Let me see something. Oh, Stephanie Woods. What's up with your cute self? I've seen her one time before. I looked at a couple of videos. I was like, she looking alright. She looking alright. It looked like she in Cali, palm trees and stuff. That look beautiful. Moving along. Someone said 72 IQ type shit. Someone said good, honorable brother. They like that tech, don't they? They definitely like that tech right there. Someone said, I'm just curious. Someone said, hello, bro. How do you feel about Russia? Please tell me. You want me to tell you about Russians? I'm outside my programming, so it's gonna be slightly different. It's not gonna be predictable programming right here. Let me go ahead and read your comment one more time. Hello, brother. Hello, bro. Yo, they got Russians over there saying, bro, yo, we just switched up everybody programming. Yo, they got Russians like, yo, bro. Yo, bro. No way they got Russians saying, bro. Yeah, I gotta go to Russia one time before. I don't give a fuck. They gonna love me. Fuck y'all. I got it. I go through the experiences, not what you told me. Yeah. Anyways, right here, he said, yo, bro, how you feel about Russia? Please tell me, bruh. I'm gonna tell you this one time. I'm not from where you think I'm from, okay? So we all don't have the same mind. Do you understand the tech? Yes, my brother. Right, my brother. Anyways, when I look at Russians, my Russians. He said my Russians. I never heard someone say that before. He said my Russians. My Russians right here, right? I understand why y'all in war with them Ukrainians. He said he know why we in war with the Ukrainians. So he gonna tell us what he know, not what he think from the computerized television. I did some researcher. You did some researcher? I did some researcher. And what I come to realize is that Ukraine, when you go back to the maps of Russia, Ukraine was already owned by Russia. So y'all is Russians. What happened was that Ukraine started calling themselves the Ukrainians. And they tried to basically, how can I say, claim independence. In order to convert them as a backdoor towards who? Europe. Europe be going over there infiltrating people, talking about some break away from your family. Break away from your family. Yes. And Europe was trying to use the Ukrainians. So let me ask you a question. If we all families, and then you claim that you from Ukrainians, and then I actually go do a Google research, right, and come to realize that actually Russia and Ukraine, right, there was no such thing as a Ukraine. It was all Russian, okay? And so what's starting to happen is that European like to go over there infiltrating, and Russia not going for it. So when Russia doing what they're doing, I don't look at them what they're doing as the wrong. That was going to been happen. You people just don't understand the war of what's going on. You people look at war as something going on, as something wrong. No, sometimes you have to go to war in order to set things right. War, right? War that you have to understand, that all soldiers understand, and they all would agree with me. Even a general would agree with me. He would simply say to you, before war hit physically, it pops out psychologically, okay? I need to know what you are fighting, and I need to know what I'm fighting. So it's the psychological first. Setups. It's just like Iran. You don't want to know my input on Iran? Yes, please. You outside your programming. I'm not a fucking program, okay? Stop thinking I'm a fucking program, okay? Now, when it come to the Iranians right here, right? Let's pay attention to the setup. That way you can understand that American people wanted this to happen to them, okay? People are going to say that there's nothing wrong with the Iranians. Watch these democratic motherfuckers right here selling out motherfucking bastards. I said that. Now watch the numbers drop. Get the fuck away from me. Fucking dirtbags. I don't pick parties. I just go with what's aligned with me. I don't give a fuck. So he must not be a Democrat. Bitch! They gonna get mad at me for not picking up the program. Boy, fuck y'all. Anyways, right here, right? I got my wake up when I put Obama in there. Bitch ass motherfucker. You a bitch. Dirty ass motherfucker. He totally outside his program. I ain't never seen nothing. You say you don't like Obama? Trump was better. Oh yeah, he totally off his script. Ain't no way in hell I just heard that shit right there. You see how his people be they ain't my people. Stop saying that. Motherfucker's dead. I like him. He different. He used vision and research. So he get to know before he speak. I like that. He just don't follow the fucking television. I like that. Smart, intelligent motherfucker. Now we need to bring him to over here with us. I like what I'm doing, okay? All right. Anyways, let's get to these Iranians. What's happening, Iranians? What's bracking with y'all? What's up? What did Trump tell y'all? Let's take it slow, bro. Before we even get to Trump. All right. Look like right here. It looked like the Iranian people looked like they was trying to build a certain type of nuclear warhead, and that nuclear warhead was being funded by the Democratic Party as well. Setups. Take you through there. Take you through there. Everything he said was accurate. Take you through there. Take you through there. Democratic Party is nothing more than a sellout party towards America. Now, due to the research that we have been seeing, you people have been doing scams, giving our, listen, U.S. citizens, U.S. citizens wanted this to happen too. They told us some, no, bro. Shut the fuck up. They wanted to cut, you got infiltrators in this country right here, okay? There's so-called Americans that's here that wanted this country to get hit too. Do you understand that? They're gonna stay very quiet on their blue code. Exactly. Now, if you didn't want America to get hit by a nuclear warhead by Iran, why would you give them money in order to fund, right, their nuclear warhead program? Setups. Why would you do that, Democrat Party? Huh? Fucking sellouts to the country, ain't they? I don't even look at that as a Democrat Party no more. Y'all is literally sellouts. That's your new name now. No. We'll call you blue sellouts now. That way, there you go. That's your new name. And watch that same shit, what he said, it's gonna hit the TV. Watch. Y'all call it the blue sellouts. The blue sellouts of America. That's your new name now. And everybody that's with you is with selling out the country. Setups. Okay? Y'all only for immigration, and immigration is nothing more than infiltration. Motherfucker over here talking about something, I can't get no job. Especially in them blue states, they suffering like a motherfucker. Them motherfuckers in the blue states talking about something, yo, why I can't get a job? Because you voted, right? You wanted to vote for immigrants to come in order to take your resources. You stupid motherfucker. Okay? Don't fucking complain about what the fuck y'all voted for. Don't fucking complain. Now, let's get back into this right here. The Democrat Party is the blue sellout party towards America. They don't give a fuck about America. All they give a fuck about is everybody else leeching off of America. You understand what the fuck I'm talking about? Now you're gonna label me as a Republican because I'm using common sense. Look at your bitch ass. Oh, okay. The fuck down. Anyways, right here. I just use common sense on both parties, dummy. Fuck. Anyways, right here. So this what happened right here, right? So the Democrats, they only a sellout party, right, towards America. That's their new name, okay? The blue sellouts of America. No way. Watch when Trump say this shit, bro. Okay? These the blue sellouts of America. This is what they do. So they don't give no resources to black people. I don't even know why black people even voting for them anymore. They be doing their ass dirty as a bitch. They be like, yeah, give me your votes. Yeah, you ain't getting shit. Fuck you, motherfucker. Now I'm in cheer. Get the fuck away from me. Fuck. And y'all be really like, yes, master. Yes, master. That is sad. And you want me to be like your party. Boy, fuck you and your party. Anyways, or whatever the case may be. Let's get to this data point right here. Now, what happens right here is that they is taking your US dollars, they're giving it to Iran, and Iran is basically saying fuck America as a whole. Because they would prefer to build a nuclear warhead, right, in order to knock down your whole fucking country. And you don't think these people would do it. Yes, the fuck they would do it because this happened one time before. Not in the way that you think. Okay? So with that being said, Trump knows this. Yeah, why you hate him so bad? He trying to protect your poor ass. Let me ask you a question. If a nuclear warhead hit this shit, you know what? Stop. Slow down. If they sent something over here to hurt us, right? Is y'all prepared to fight back? Blue states of consciousness? They ain't got no damn weaponry. I'm gonna say this. If someone wanted to infiltrate America, right, first off, I'm gonna be honest with you. If I was your enemy, right, I would basically invade on the blue states because y'all ain't got no weaponry. What y'all got? You see how they set themselves up for failure? Bro, they fucked over y'all real well, boy. Now, I'm gonna ask you a question. I'm not saying that this is gonna happen. This is all as an example, okay? But anybody would say, nah, he's 100% right. Because if I'm your enemy, I'm not gonna invade where you got guns at. Hell no. I'm gonna go in the areas that you don't have guns at. Thank you. Now, you blue code spell motherfuckers sitting there thinking right now. Why did they make all the blue states where you can't really get weaponry? You can get it, but you got to go through a lot of shit to get it. Setups. Now you think about that. He's very smart. I'm not done. Anyways, right here. Now, right? The reason why he went over there and blew all that stuff up is because they were making weapons and for mass destruction in order to destroy us. Now imagine you sitting there with your kids and kaboom. Based on ignorancy. Retards. For some reason, I'm thinking some of you Americans want to get blown the fuck up. Put number 47 in there. AK-47 and shit. I'm done. Put 47 in there. Now AK-47 and shit. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. Blow this shit up too. Listen to me. We're the big brother to all you motherfuckers. No matter if you want to respect it or not. When we tell you to do something, you get the fuck up and you do it. And if you don't want to do it, we'll make you do it. Do you understand the fucking tech? You see Venezuelans? You see how we pluck that little motherfucker like it was nothing? We'll pluck your motherfucking ass. You see how Iran got knocked the fuck off? Who want war? Motherfucking China looking at Iran like, damn, we can't even help y'all little motherfuckers. They done blitz through y'all motherfuckers like it's nothing. Who next? We'll put that firepower on your ass. We don't give a fuck about none of that shit. When we tell you to do something and get the fuck our way, you better do as such. We telling you motherfuckers, just open up the Strait of Hormuz on your own. Just open it up for business so everybody can do business. We're going to do a great deal right here. We give you a great deal, right? And then you throw the deal and you smack us in the face with it. Blow your shit up right here. I don't give a fuck about nothing. Give a fuck. You motherfuckers want to care about everybody else and not care about your own fucking kids and your own kids' future. Fucking retards. And we can understand that, Tech, because let me ask you a question. How many of y'all just bring kids to this world, and how many of y'all got life insurance policy for your kids? Setups. Now, let me show you something. Trump must obviously care about the future of this country, even though you hate him so much. He shows that he cares a whole lot, not in the way that you think, motherfucker. This was the first president that I ever seen that Obama didn't even do, because you love him so much, right? Let me show you how you do research so you can understand who actually is standing up for the country and who's selling this shit out, okay? When it came to Trump, he has these new accounts. I want to say that these accounts are I forgot the specific name, but he had these accounts, right? Where basically when you give birth to a baby, I think they put a certain type of money in there in their account. So, and then what happens is you as the parent can put more money in there. When a child turns, I think between the ages of 18 to 21, somewhere in there, right? Don't quote me on that, but I have seen it. The child actually get access to the money. They can use that money for their future and build it up. That was the first president I ever seen do that. I never seen no other president actually do that, and that showed me a different limelight of actually President Trump. I know that the program is that I'm supposed to hate him and all that. I'm not doing any of that. I do fairly research. I'm not with hate or any of that other dumb shit or fucking programming. I'm not with none of that. I basically watch the candidate. I basically watch the moves that they're making. I don't judge them. Right. I watch them in order to get to know. Everybody's in a judgmental setting when it comes to President Trump, so they can't actually see the moves that he's doing. Do you understand? I know white people are looking at me like, yeah, you're totally out of your program. How did you become this smart? Shut the fuck up. Anyways, right. So what you have to understand is Mr. AK-47, that's what I call him, Mr. AK-47, right? I'll be honest with you. I guarantee you, if you was in front of Trump and you said that, you'd be like, hey, yo, you are funny, but the name match. I'm just being funny, but the name do match, right? That's AK-47 right there. That's his new name to me. Anybody say Donald J. Trump, you mean AK-47? Yeah, he's the 47th president. Okay, put the AK right there. Okay, AK-47, there you go. Blow your shit the fuck up. That was the code, okay? All right. But it's so true, though. It's so true. Okay? We need someone like this, okay? I know a lot of people are not used to testosterone and nuts. I know a lot of y'all not used to having someone testosterones in your nuts. I understand. A lot of people don't have testosterone in their nuts, even though they're supposed to have nuts. Thank you. So this is how testosterone is, okay? All that estrogen shit, that's too much shit. You got too much estrogen in there. Yeah. You know, Joe Biden's an estrogen. He ain't got no damn testosterones in his nuts. Just let everybody just run all over him. There you go. That's what happened to Mr. Biden. Now, come over here, Mr. Obama. Oh, my God. He got Obama in the frying chair. Bring your dirty ass over here. Now, let me ask you a question right here, right? Setups. Watch this. Now, what's the legacy of Obama? What did you do? My American, speak like Obama. You know how you do the Obama voice. My fellow black Americans. I think it's a little bit softer than that. Okay. My fellow black Americans. I need your votes. In order for him to do what? I will give you more EBT for your votes. I will give you more cash assistance. I will give you more rental assistance. I will give you more Social Security checks. Government fucking programs. Thank you. Simple setups. Now, can I ask you a question, Mr. Obama? Yes, sir. Sir, can I ask you a question? Why are you discriminating against people that is straight? What? You're discriminating against people that are straight because you did something for some other people that claim alphabets? Oh my God, I can't believe he's saying this. You claiming other people that claim alphabets. I don't know what that stuff is called. It's called alphabets. We're just going to talk about alphabets, right? Because that's what they claim. They claim alphabets and shit. Why did you do something for people that got alphabets, and why you ain't do nothing for the people that don't claim alphabets? I'm done. Now, the alphabet people, right? You know who the fuck I'm talking about. Now, I'm going to show you the self-discrimination with them, too. How is this community going to claim all these different alphabets, right? But they don't want to claim the alphabets that's within inside of them. This is self-discrimination, too. How are you going to identify as an alphabet, right? And you don't have the alphabet within inside of you. The alphabet that's within all of you that you all hate is X and Y. Can I ask you a question? Can X and Y pull up to your alphabet party? Huh? Are they invited? Because they're alphabets, too. Now you're sitting there thinking, right? Right. Now, pay attention right here. They tried to approve that this alphabet thing, whatever this stuff is called. They tried to approve these alphabets, right? And Trump came right in there and smacked that whole shit down and said the only agendas that's inside this world, right, is male and female, which means X and Y. Thank you. Y'all have a nice day, people, okay? I know that truth, you can't accept that truth, right? But you have to accept the truth of yourself. The truth of yourself is that you are an X and Y chromosome. That is the truth. That's within all of you. But you hate the X and Y chromosome that is within you. That is called self-discrimination. Do you understand the fucking setup? Okay? I know someone's looking at the camera like, yeah, bro, yo, you are so right. The way you set that shit up is like a knockout artist setups, okay? All right, let me see some of y'all comments and see what y'all on. Moving along, I don't give a fuck about that comment. Oh. Okay. That boy really wants your attention. I'm just ignoring him. Like I know girls. I'm done. It's like a girl. That's one thing I don't like about dudes. Like, they start having, like, female characteristics. And they're like, hey, I want your attention. That's what a girl does. Fuck off. Anyways, let me see here. This is what I don't understand with artificial people, right? Why is it that in America, when I go to other countries, right, a lot of girls, they naturally wear their own hair. Why is it in America that a girl would think that she's something because she wear artificial hair? Your hair is artificial. Start there with yourself, okay? And then you can tell that she's disconnected from the sun. Why would you wear artificial hair in the summertime? It's too hot for that. It's like way too, you're wearing artificial hair. That's not your real hair, it's fake. You're a fake being. Right, don't hate upon the real. I have a natural locks, a natural hairline, everything. Yeah, girls that have unnatural hair, please don't say nothing to me, please. You're not even my type, okay? Thank you. Get the fuck off. That shows me that you hate your own hair. That's how I view it as. You can't tell me it's anything else. If I see you and view you as a woman and you're wearing someone else's hair, that is some witch shit, if you ask me. That's what witches do. Witches wear other people's hair in their faces too, makeup. That's what witches do because you don't like the truthful identity of yourself. Which, I'm going to be honest with you, most girls don't even understand how beautiful and pretty they are. Majority of women, they, for some odd reason in America, this really only happens in America, it's like the TV is their new validator. The internet is their new validator. They don't have a validation of themselves. That's one thing I actually found out about women. Women will lie to you and say, no, I actually validate myself. Well, if that's the case, right, and you actually validate yourself, then why don't you validate your own hair? Listen to me. When you're inside your mother's womb, you know nothing about a wig. You know nothing about artificial hair. You know nothing. The minute that you come outside your mother's womb, you start to look at TV. And I can show you how women destroy themselves inside the technology of mind. It's very easy. It's easy. It's so simple to be done. The girl would literally go inside of the mirror. She would look at herself in the mirror. And then she would look at all the other mirrors that's on the outside of her, which are reflections. She would understand where her own natural makeup, beauty, right? That, guess what? Nobody else is doing this. The technology of her mind is not strong enough to bypass the system and say, I'm not going to follow the system. If it was strong, then guess what? She would naturally keep her hair. She would naturally keep her natural looks. The technology of the mind is not that strong when it comes to her. We can see the proof, and this is not a lie. You can get mad, but that's on you. I don't care about none of that. If you were actually mentally strong, right, then you would preserve your own self-identity. Do you know how many girls I just seen this summer with hair on their head that doesn't make any sense? I seen maybe a handful of girls, and I always compliment them, no matter if they have a man or not, or even with their man. I don't give a fuck. It's a compliment, okay? And I will compliment your woman if she's aligned with herself and even if she's with her man. It's not disrespect, okay? All right, I seen a girl, right? And I'm not gonna lie. She was so cute, she looked like a daisy. Swear to God. I walked up to her, I said, girl, you so cute, I couldn't even walk past you, whatever the case would be. She started cracking up, right? And I said, you know what you look like? You look like a beautiful daisy inside the garden. She was like, thank you so much. I was like, basically, in other words, I'm telling you, you look natural. She thanked me for that compliment, okay? I would never compliment any other girl. Why? Because on a simple fact, you have an artificial look. That artificial look is nothing more than a digital character from the internet that you copied and paste. And I'm supposed to validate you? I'm supposed to say that this is beauty. How is it beauty if you're covering your own beauty of yourself? How is it beauty, baby? Don't ever come to me with that. Understand? I would never even date you, look at you, or want to speak to you. I really only connect with women, right, that are natural beings to themselves. They preserve their natural looks, and I can give them some validation. You are very beautiful. That's natural. I'm rocking with it. But the artificial wave is not what I'm looking for at all. Those are the girls that are declined. The reason why I declined you is because you declined your own self-looks. You declined your own self-here, which means you declined your own self-what? Identity. With that being said, when you decline yourself, I will decline you. Thank you. Simple setups. I like him. Get it bracking with your tech. You know what I'm saying? High tech word that I project. Yeah, put it on solar sound. Okay? Shout out to all my natural babies that got the thunderclaps behind them. I'm done. Hit the thunderclap, girl. Oh, shit. That's a natural sound. You know that, right? That's natural. She hit the thunderclap. Girls be looking at me like, you don't want to hit it real quick? Nah, I like the, you know what I'm saying? I'm reserving my energy right now and stuff. Nah, I'm reserving my energy and stuff. It makes me ultra conscious. With that being said, or whatever the case may be, right? Hit the thunderclap again. That is beautiful. Oh my gosh, that is beautiful. Okay? Get like her, all right? Put the wig down. Okay? Stop hating upon your own hair. Stop doing that. Okay? Yourself is telling you that. Okay? You don't understand, right? What's inside of me and what's inside of you connect us together. Watch how her mind work. What am I? You a man. And what are you? A woman? Simple setups. Watch this. Understand that the technology of your mind operates with what? Separation. Man, woman. Watch. When it comes to her, the technology of the mind can identify as a woman if it wants to. But inside the technology of her vessel, she holds two XX chromosomes. Those XX chromosomes come down to divine feminine. Simple fucking setups. She forgot about her own chromosome system by calling herself a woman. Damn! Now, what connects you to so-called him or man? Because he has forgotten about himself. Isn't that right, sir? No, I'm a man. Yeah, whatever the fuck ever. Anyways, when it comes towards him is the X and Y chromosome. Tech. Okay? So when it comes down to that, what you have to understand is this. Understand your X and Y chromosomes that are within you. Do you understand? You got it? Because a lot of y'all calling yourselves things and the identity systems that are within y'all are actually debunking what the mind is holding, which is a lie, okay? All right, have a nice day. A lot of people don't like to hear that. You notice with the women, they backed out real quick. They like, I don't want to hear that shit. Talking about something, I'm a double X chromosome. What it is she think that her double X chromosome is something less than. And I'm gonna show you something with him. He doesn't look at the X chromosome as weak. He doesn't. He actually look at it like, oh, no, this is very powerful. You just don't know how to use it. Setups. Can I ask you a question? Are women psychological? Yes, they are. Can I ask you a question? Am I psychological? Watch this. Is she the teacher towards him, or is it that he is the teacher towards her? Let me show you. Watch. If you take a double X chromosome, right, and the X and Y chromosome is a kid, understand that she cannot teach him. Let me show you why. She only holds the information and data of feminine divine. That's her double X chromosome system. Now watch. When it comes towards him, he is divine masculine. She doesn't hold the information and data of the Y chromosome. So how can she be a teacher to him if she doesn't have the information and data within her to teach him? Setups. Gonna get your bread up. I got high-tech lightning hitting you with solar striking. Okay? All right, get your ass up out of here. He's 100% right. He's right. He is right, because how can I teach him if I don't hold the same information and data as him? I don't hold the Y chromosome, so how am I a teacher to the Y chromosome if I don't possess the Y chromosome? Setups. Imagine trick yourself, girl. Imagine trick yourself. Fuck off. Can you run that back one more time, sir? Yes, I can, sir. Anyways, when it comes towards her and it comes towards him, right, you would say that her and him. But what identifies them, right, and connects them together is she is the double X chromosome. Even though she don't validate her chromosomes and she don't believe that they're powerful, I have a chromosome, X chromosome, that is very powerful. She just doesn't value hers, but I do. That's the difference, okay? I've loved the fuck out my X chromosome. She doesn't love her X chromosome because she doesn't identify as it. Setups. Moving along here, right here. Now watch this, right? Now she will simply say, I'm the one that's supposed to teach you based on what? Because I'm your mother? Fuck off. Anyways, I ain't bypass all that shit. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Anyways, right here, do you hold a Y chromosome inside you? No. So how can you teach a Y chromosome if you don't hold it? Tech. Only he can teach himself. Only the father can teach his son. Setups. Because they're the same. When you take away the father out the household that could be developed consciously, right? The young one, right, that you call him, which is the X and Y chromosome, has no guidance because you threw the guidance outside. Now, guess what? You believe that you are supposed to teach him, but the only thing you teach him is to be a prisoner. Setups. Why do you think he's in a prison pipeline center? But my bad. My bad. Actually, you guys signed a treaty and a contract with other countries. We know this. It sounds crazy, but you guys signed a treaty with them too, in order to invade this land too. Because y'all work perfectly fine with the systems that they invent. No system of self, but all government programs. So you all are not government workers, right? This is just set up by design, right? Right? Y'all don't work for the government, but everything you receive is from the government. Setups. Whoo!